Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel My Research Support. So friends, today I'll be discussing about how to install and activate Grammarly Premium and how to use it effectively. So prior to moving towards the installation, let me clear one thing, that the Grammarly is not a paraphrasing tool. Means even though it is mentioned on some platforms that it is a paraphrasing tool, but Grammarly can only replace some incorrect words. In that context, basically it can be written over there, but it cannot be used to restructurize your sentence, maybe to convert your sentence from active to passive or passive to active. So that cannot be possible with the Grammarly. For that you have to go with some other paraphrasing tools. Now let's move towards the installation. So why installation is required? So if you are using Grammarly Premium with your Microsoft Office, then you need to install an extension to your Microsoft Word. Okay. In this way, this is the Microsoft Office interface, where after installation this tab will be added here, and through this login you will be able to log in with your login ID and password. So when you click the login, it will connect to the browser, and there you will be having options to put your login ID and password. Okay, this is what if you are using with Microsoft Office. And if you are using with browser, then no installation is required. Directly you have to go to the Grammarly website and you have to put your login details there. So this interface will come. Okay, but while checking your documents online through browser, you need to upload your documents here, and after uploading your documents only you'll be able to check. So uploading documents in the online database sometimes becomes unsafe, so I always recommend to use Grammarly Premium with Microsoft Office. Even though if you are using here, it is not possible to check your documents in offline mode. Obviously this Microsoft Office or this Grammarly will connect to the browser, but in that case your document will not be saved here in this interface. So that is the difference. So always try to use Grammarly Premium with this Microsoft Office. Now we'll start with the installation. So in order to install the Grammarly Premium, we'll be discussing how to install Grammarly Premium with your Microsoft Office. So you have to just move to your browser and you have to type Grammarly Premium for Microsoft Word, and you have to just search for this keyword, and then you will be getting a number of links. Okay, so you have to select this link, Grammarly Office add-in. As you can see here, this link you have to select and you have to click on this link. So Grammarly for MS Word. Once you click, then you will be redirected to this page where you will be having this option. So you have to click on get the add-in, it's free. Okay, once you click, then the setup in the bottom corner, the setup will start downloading. So you have to wait for a couple of minutes, and then you can directly click on this setup, or you have to just locate this file. Basically this file goes in your downloads folder, so you can go to the download folders, you can go from here itself. So you need to click on this setup file. Once you do that, you will be getting this window. Okay, now you have to click on get started. But in rare cases, if you are using Windows 7, Windows 10 or Microsoft Office 2007 version, then in that case there is a possibility that instead of getting this window, you will be getting one error box where it is written that .NET framework is not updated, and hence you won't be able to install Grammarly Premium with Microsoft Office. What is the .NET framework? This is a part of your system's drivers. Those need to be updated, and then only you will be able to use or install Grammarly Premium with Microsoft Office. So in that case, you can do one thing. You can just show your PC to a technical person from your university, or rather you can refer one to YouTube videos by searching how to update .NET framework for Grammarly. Then you will be able to do it on your own. This requires basically 5 to 10 minutes, but until and unless you do that, you won't be able to install Grammarly Premium with Microsoft Office. Okay, so now you have to just click on get started, and then you will be getting this command box. Okay, so here we have to untick this Grammarly for Outlook because we never use it. We always use the Grammarly for Word. So you have to untick it and you have to just click on install. Okay, once you do that, it will take 1 or 2 minutes and your setup will be installed. But prior to that installation, you have to close all of your Word files. Okay, otherwise sometimes you may be getting error in the installation. Now you have to open your Microsoft Word document. There you will be find this extension which is installed. Okay, prior to installation it was not there. Right now you will be able to locate it. Okay, so this is a part of installation. Now we'll be moving towards the second part, which is activation. So Grammarly there are two versions available, Grammarly free version and Grammarly premium version. If you wanted to use Grammarly free version, then definitely you can just go to the Grammarly website. You can create account with your email ID and you will be able to use it. Okay, so in Grammarly free version, basically you will be able to use this option only, or sometimes this option. Okay, correctness and clarity. However, engagement, delivery, deactivated suggestions, plagiarism, all these options will not be activated if you are using the free version. Okay, and in order to use Grammarly premium features, you need to pay a considerable amount. If you look at the Grammarly website, then for 1 year you have to pay around $144, and this is considerably very high amount. So if you want to get Grammarly premium in a reasonable cost, then we have given our email ID in this video description. Please write us an email and we'll definitely help you out. So once you have login ID and password, then you have to just click on this login. Once you do that, you will be redirected to the browser. Here again it will take 1 or 2 minutes. It depends on your system speed, it depends on your internet connections, etc. So here again there will be several options through which you can log in. You can log in with Facebook, you can continue with Google, continue with Apple. Okay, if you have created your own login ID and password, or if you have taken subscription, you will be having login ID and password, then you need not to go for all these three options. Okay, you need to directly put email ID in this space provided. Okay, with those login ID and password, if you are trying to log in with this Google, then you won't be able to log in. So you have to put your email ID here, and then once you put your email ID, then you need to enter the password. Once you do that, you have to just click on sign in. Okay, after that you will be getting this message that you will be successfully logged in. In some cases you will be getting one window that whether you need to open Grammarly premium continuously, or by default option you have to click on open Grammarly, so that whenever you will open your Microsoft Office or Grammarly in Microsoft Office, you will be automatically connected. Okay, and now you have to move back to your Microsoft Word, where you will be able to see that instead of login, logout option is there. Okay, sometimes when you will be getting this message that your login is successful, and when suddenly you get back to your Microsoft Word, then in that case you will find that only login is displayed there. Okay, so you have to wait for 1 or 2 minutes. It takes a time, as I said, it depends on your systems and internet speed, and even your compatibility of, if you are using older versions, then again it will take some time. So automatically this will turn into logout, so you have to wait for some time. Okay, now in order to use Grammarly, see, you are there in under this extension. Okay, but in order to connect your Microsoft Word to the Grammarly server, you have to just click on this option, open Grammarly. You can rather open from here, or you can just go to the home tab, and there again you will be having one option that open Grammarly, means you can open Grammarly from your home tab as well, and here you will be able to close Grammarly, or rather you can just move towards Grammarly extension and you have to click and open Grammarly. Once you do that, as you can see here on the right side, one bar is loaded. Okay, in this case you have to keep one point in mind, that sometimes it may take 1 or 2 minutes in order to connect your Microsoft Word to the server. As I said, it again depends on your system speed, your internet connections, or sometimes it keeps on connecting. Here you will be only getting that connecting to server, it won't be able to connect. In that case you have to try with another system. It is not a problem with the Grammarly, it is a problem with the system or the compatibility of your Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word. Okay, so there are basically 4 important features those you need to use in your document in order to make your document effective, which is correctness, clarity, engagement and delivery. So each feature is indicated with some specific color. So if you can observe this text, then few words are underlined with red color, few words are underlined with sky blue color. So that indicate, if the word is underlined with the red color, it indicates correctness. So let us start with the correctness option. So whatever mistakes mentioned under this option, you have to clarify, or you have to correct all these mistakes. Okay, so if you look at this, under this word which is underlined with the red color, issue, so you have to just click on this word. Okay, once you do that, on the right side, the right choice will be displayed, that you have to replace that word with issues. Means it is not an issue, it should be issues. And then another, you can just look at this word, you have to click here on the premium. Okay, then the comma should be there, so you have to replace that one. In this way you can go on replacing the correct words. Okay, this is about correctness. The second option is clarity. So if you click on the clarity on the right side, it will be showing that mostly clear, means as the name itself implies, it improves clarity of your written text. Okay, so here some words are underlined with this sky blue color. Okay, here is one word which is possibly. You have to just click on here on the right side. It is showing can possibly, maybe redundant, means this is not a necessary word, so you have to just click here so that this word will be removed. Okay, so this word is unnecessarily used. So in this way, whatever words have been highlighted under this color, you have to just go on correcting all these words. Then the clarity, it will improve the clarity of your written text. Then if you wanted to go beyond clarity, if you wanted to increase the engagement of your readers, okay, then basically you will be able to, or you need to go for this third option. So there are some words, those are highlighted with this color. So see, let us take this example. Inspects, Grammarly inspects your word choice carefully. So you have to click here, and then rather than using inspects your word choice carefully, you can just use scrutinizes your word choice. That is a better words to use. So in this way you can go on correcting, you can go on improving engagement of your written text. And then the last option, if you wanted to go beyond engagement, then the delivery, to make your written text or to deliver your written text in an excellent manner. In that sense, basically this is used. So for example, sometimes we will be using this underline are gonna refine casually. So this is not gonna, this should be going to your, then this is not a wire, this should be your. So in this way, this kind of words that can be, or this kind of word reflects negative delivery, that can be replaced with this option. Or there are some other words also, rather than using this word business, you can use a business people. Okay, so in this way we can just go on replacing the word, you can just go on improving your written text, and you can make your written document most effective. So these are the 4 most important features those you need to use. Then again you will be having some other features, like you will be having this option deactivated suggestions, where you will be getting 2 options. Avoid passive voice. Grammarly will not convert active to passive or passive to active, but if there is a passive voice or passive sentence, then the Grammarly will indicate at this here that this should be active. It will improve your clarity, but definitely Grammarly doesn't convert active to passive, but that it is better that you have to just turn it off. And then avoid long, hard to read sentences. Sometimes if you have written little bit long sentence, then also it will be detected by Grammarly that you need to change the sentence. Okay, few sentences Grammarly will change, but many sentences Grammarly won't change, but it will be showing that you need to change that sentence. So better you need to keep this turned off, otherwise you will be getting a very almost many sentences that you need to correct. Okay, so this will make or increase a confusion. Then the next option is plagiarism. Okay, this is again a very important option. Many users or many even research scholars try to use this option to check plagiarism. So my friends, Grammarly is not made for plagiarism checking. Its database is not that much strong that it can give you a very effective results. So we have checked many of documents by using this option, and we found that few documents, those are getting only 4 to 5% plagiarism in Grammarly, are getting 40 to 50% even plagiarism in Turnitin. So Grammarly is the most effective for grammar check and corrections. So we'll never recommend you to use this option in order to check the plagiarism. Okay, so it is better to use Turnitin. And then the style guide, this basically falls under business. If you're having business accounts, what this is not at all required. Get expert writing helps. If you're trying to get expert writing helps, then basically in order to correct a single document, you need to spend $200-300. Okay, this will basically, you will be connecting to the Grammarly people, but this is not at all possible, and this is, you need to invest even more than the yearly subscription. So don't go for this option ever. Okay, in this way, this is a very simple interface to use, so we'll always recommend to use Grammarly Premium with this Microsoft Office. So I hope this information will help you, and thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get latest research updates. So we'll see in my next video. Bye bye.